Welcome to the world of ancient Rome, where gladiators, brutal warriors of the arena, captured the imagination of an empire. Our story begins around 264 BCE, during the early days of the Roman Republic. Gladiatorial games, or munera, originated as part of funeral rites to honor the dead. But as Rome expanded, so did the scale of these games. By the time of the empire, they had become a colossal spectacle, with the Colosseum at its heart. But who were these gladiators? Some were slaves captured in Rome's conquests, forced into a life of blood and sand. Others were criminals condemned to fight as punishment. Yet some volunteered, seeking fame, fortune, or simply the thrill of battle. These men, and occasionally women, lived in gladiator schools known as ludi. Gladiators were celebrities in their time. The best of them were revered like modern-day sports stars, with fans cheering their names and placing bets on their survival. Life in the ludi was harsh. Gladiators trained daily, honing their skills in various weapons and combat styles. They were divided into different classes, each specializing in unique forms of combat, like the heavily armored Murmillo or the nimble Retiarius, who fought with a trident and net. The training regimen was brutal. Gladiators had to endure intense physical drills, practice mock battles, and even face live animals. But their training wasn't just about survival. It was about entertainment. The crowd wanted a good show, and the best gladiators knew how to deliver. The day of the games was both a thrill and a terror. Gladiators would enter the arena to the roar of the crowd, their fates hanging in the balance. The battles were fierce and bloody, but not always to the death. Victors were often spared, earning riches, women, and sometimes even their freedom. But for the defeated, mercy was rare. The infamous thumbs-down gesture, signaling a gladiator's death, is likely a myth. Roman audiences might have used different signals, but the decision ultimately rested with the emperor, or sponsor of the games. Among the many gladiators who fought in the arena, some names still echo through history. Spartacus, a Thracian gladiator, led a massive slave rebellion against Rome. His story became legend, symbolizing the fight for freedom against oppression. Another famous gladiator was Flamma, a Syrian warrior who won 21 battles and was offered freedom 4 times, but he chose to remain in the arena. Spartacus's rebellion was so significant that it took Rome years to crush it. The fear of another uprising led to even more brutal control over gladiators and slaves alike. But the age of the gladiators couldn't last forever. As the Roman Empire declined, so did the popularity of the games. By the 5th century CE, gladiatorial combat had all but disappeared, banned by the Christian emperors who saw it as barbaric. The last known gladiatorial games were held in 404 CE. They ended when a Christian monk named Telemachus jumped into the arena to stop the fight. He was killed by the crowd, but his act led to the eventual abolition of the games. Today, gladiators remain one of the most enduring symbols of ancient Rome. They represent the raw, untamed spirit of the empire, a world where life and death played out in the sands of the arena. Their stories have survived the ages, reminding us of the thin line between glory and death in the pursuit of immortality. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic tales from history. And remember, the legacy of the gladiators lives on, etched in the stones of the Colosseum and in the stories we continue to tell.